Hello, good evening and good day. I'm so sorry about the previous recording. I did not know my microphone was off. I just saw the comments in the chat. I realized that's when I realized my microphone was off. I'm so sorry about that. I was hoping somebody would point me out to what I've been up since. Uh, so I think I will need to do a recap of what I've talked about so far. This is so stressful. Man, okay. Okay. So let's go straight to the point. So like I said initially, so sorry about that. If you're not on our Telegram channel, please follow up on our Telegram channel so you can actually be able to have direct information to, I mean, first-hand information, because most times I don't get to drop, I don't really get to drop videos all the time, but I tend to put up comments and my views on about the Bitcoin chart on my Telegram channel. I think I'm going to the Telegram channel right now. Let's see. Okay, so there's a Telegram channel. If you want to comment, you can comment. I think I've been dropping information about my projection about the Bitcoin market and what you should expect in the Bitcoin. I also drop information about coins to buy, and this is the group chat. So you can also follow us on the Telegram channel if you're missing out or if you want to follow up first time. So today I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin update. Basically, I'm going to be looking at the technical side of the Bitcoin. I'm going to be looking at technical, I'm going to be looking at the on-chain analysis, and I'm going to be looking at fundamental information, using fundamental analysis to actually predict what you should expect in the market right now. So sorry about the noise, the lost in audio. I think that's been corrected. If you can hear me, please let me know if you can hear me. If you cannot hear me, let me know that as well, so that I won't make the same mistake again. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you. Let me know, please. Let me know before I continue, because I don't want to make the mistake I made earlier. I think my mic is on right now, even to the highest right now, so you should be able to pick it up. So if you can hear me, please let me know. If you're live and you can hear me, let me know. Just drop probably an emoji, or just type it. You can hear me in the comment section, so I can know you can hear me. I'm waiting if my mic is working. Okay. So, like I said, I would admonish you to follow me on YouTube, and you can also reach out to me on Telegram. You can also reach out to me on Twitter. On Twitter, that's XYCrypt. I'm going to drop it in the description below. And for my Telegram channel, good, thank you. For the Telegram channel, also, I'm going to drop the link in the description below. And for the YouTube, you're there right now. And if you're on Facebook, please, you can follow up the link to the YouTube as well. I think it's on my Facebook channel, on my Facebook page. So let's go back to the topic of today. So today I'm going to be giving you projection, my personal projection. And like a note, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a cryptocurrency analyst, and I tend to tell you about my projection in the crypto space and what I feel is going to happen in a few months. So what I feel is going to happen in a few months in the crypto space, I'm going to be talking about that right now. So looking at the technical side, the on-chain side, and the fundamental side, I'm going to tell you what I feel is actually going to happen in the Bitcoin and general cryptocurrency. We know Bitcoin is the big daddy, and Bitcoin directs whatever happens in crypto space, right? So I'm going to be talking about what I feel, what the Bitcoin chart is telling, and what I expect the price action to be in the next few months. So I hope you can see my screen. So we're going live. Let's start from the chart, right? So this is the chart. This is the Bitcoin chart, and this is the monthly chart, Bitcoin monthly chart. This is the last video I did. That's when I drew this arrow down. Like, actually expecting Bitcoin to come down to this region and go back up. And why do I say that? The reason being that, because of the fundamentals and the speculation in the market right now, the fear is still ending. And majorly, when we get to have a support, you see, like I once said, support the previous high, which is around the region. This is the 2017 previous high. The previous high tends to form new supports, right? And that's one of my projection for peaking here, this region, around the $23,000 to around the $18,000 as the major support for Bitcoin to actually get to it before going back upward. So that's my speculation for Bitcoin. I'm actually still expecting Bitcoin to dump. I said it I said it in April, in May, the first day of May. If you check my Telegram channel, is there. If you check the 1st of May, I made analysis about this candle, which is the doji. This is what we call evening star. This evening star was formed here. Let me indicate that here. This indication actually tells us that there's going to be a bearish is a bearish indication. This is what we call evening star. When we see the doji form at the top of an uptrend, is a doji form, is the indication of a bearish movement. And right now this is not yet valid on the monthly candle. This doji is not yet valid because the month is yet to close. We are just, and today is 10th, and we still have a long way to go for the month to close. So right now, I will not be speculative about this doji formed to be able to determine what's going to happen in next month until probably close to the probably 29th or 30th of the month. That's when I can say, if we're still having a doji, then I'll say we're actually going to have a reversal. But if you're not having a doji, then I feel we're still going downward. Okay. So for my speculation about Bitcoin right now, I feel we're still going to have a downward trend before we have a major uptrend. My speculation, I still expect Bitcoin to test probably between the 30K region. If the 30K region breaks, then we're coming down to around the around 22, 25 region, 25K region. Okay, that's my expectation for Bitcoin. And why did I say that? If you look at the reason why I said and one of the reasons why I feel the market is not over is because of what we have right now. If this is the fear and greed index, all-time fear and greed index on Bitcoin, right? And if you look at what we have here, we have the consolidation around this region. The last time we had this kind of consolidation around this region, around the I think this is the 10 year, number 10, yeah. The last time we have consolidation around this region was in March 2020. In March 2020, we had a consolidation. If you look at the chart, let's go to the daily time frame. Going to the daily time frame, looking at the chart and what we have on the price action, what the price action tool tells us in March. Okay, sorry, I have delete that. Okay, looking at March, this is March 20. You see, we actually have downward pull below the 20. It breaks below. We have a major downtrend. We hit the breaks below the 21 daily moving average and the 200 daily moving average. Everything was just below it, and that was when we have a lot of fear. The fear and greed was actually very, very low. Like the fear and greed index was low, and we actually have a consolidation around the region. And before you know it, between the March and the April, May, then we start having a consolidation as the price start gaining back momentum. Now, and we are having that same scenario, that same experience currently. That's what we're having on Bitcoin right now. Because if you look at it, we have this between the March and April. This is when Bitcoin is actually getting to reverse. And let's go back to the fear and greed index. Another time we have that same consolidation was around November to December 2018. So going back to 2018, right? 2018. Yep. This is 2018 November. See? In 2018 November to December, we had a major downtrend. You can see what happened. We had the first one. Let me zoom in. We had the first down one. This is the first one, didn't hold. Second one, and the third one, the major downward slope to the third one before we now start having a bullish uptrend. And we had that within the November and December, and that is why I feel this market recovery might not actually be a V-shape. It might actually consolidate like what we had in the previous time. So looking at the fear and greed index, we could say Bitcoin is actually yet to have the major bull run, and the bull run is we're still holding the price. The price correlative to the consolidation we have in the fear and greed is actually very cool. It's still holding on, because if you look at Bitcoin on the monthly chart, looking at Bitcoin on the monthly chart right now, you see that Bitcoin is still bullish. Like I said, I talked about the RSI. I think I want to analyze how to analyze RSI. Many people think it's only when RSI is overbought that is when the market is going to crash, or that is when it's overbought, it means that we are actually out of the bull run. No, right? As long as the RSI is above the 50 region. If you look at the 50 region right now, RSI is the monthly candle of the RSI is actually trading above, is consolidating above the 50 region. You know, when it gets above the 70 region, it's overbought. When it's below the 30 region, is oversold. Now, if when it's at the in between, is in the middle and is above the middle line, that's the 50 region, it is still bullish. So right now Bitcoin is still bullish, and the price action is still holding, as at least it's still holding strong, even holding above the previous high, that is 2017 previous high, still holding above it. So I feel it's actually still bullish on the monthly chart right now. So my expectation is still valid for me personally, okay? And that aside, if you look at what has been happening in the market for a long time, if you correlate what we have here, correlate what we have there, the stock flow. This is the stock to flow model. Look, correlate what we have, the stock to flow model here. We can see we're actually around this region. We are here to enter the peak. We are around this region correlative to what we have in 2013. We are around this region correlative to what we have in May 2017. This was June 2013. It was May 2017. So I actually feel the downward trend in Bitcoin is yet to end, and it might take us to probably the middle of June, July before we actually start having this uptrend again, before we start actually closing up into the major pump. Looking at the stock to flow model on Bitcoin right now, and looking at the model variance, looking at the model variance of Bitcoin right now, you can see the direction, the downward variance right now is actually close to the lowest. If you look at, compared to what we had here, we had 0.08 here, we had 0.1, we have minus 1 point something, and here we have 0.7. Yeah, it's actually very close to the least. This is actually an indication that the reversal is imminent. The reversal is coming. It might take some time. It might take a month. It might take 2, 3, 4, 5 months before we actually get the reversal. But a reversal is definitely coming. Actually going to go upward. That's my expectation of Bitcoin. And for in price action model, I feel Bitcoin actually will test around within 100k to 120k per Bitcoin. That is my own personal projection. That's based on the chart and based on data I'm seeing from the market right now. Okay. So these are for on-chain analysis, based on on-chain analysis and fundamental analysis, and even technical analysis. Those are what the market is saying. Okay, that's my project. That is my belief. I'm more of a technical guy than a fundamental guy, but I still believe in the technical, fundamental, and on-chain. I believe in data, using data to actually predict the future, and that is what the whole crypto market is all about. You must be able to analyze, be able to see, use the information available to be able to predict, forecast what the price will do, even outside crypto, in every other thing you do. Okay, so looking at the we already know that our bros Elon Musk, our big daddy, actually my mentor, my role model, I would say, in the tech space. Yeah, I think if you look at my desktop screen, I have his picture there, so it's actually my role model. He posted he changed his profile on Twitter to a dark image, just a black image. So a lot of people actually have been trying to analyze, because they feel that whenever Elon Musk tweets, it has an effect on the price of Bitcoin and probably Doge and several other coins like that. So a lot of people have actually been analyzing the picture, and for me, I actually looked into it, so I didn't really do any in-depth. And thanks to Chico Crypto, he actually talked about this. I think I got the insight from him, and we have just like Scar talked about it. You can check him out on Reddit. He actually posted this image, and analyzing the chart, analyzing the picture, the image. I'm talking about Elon Musk's DP right now. Analyzing it, he was able to come up with a combination of different patterns. We have match. It's actually incorporates a lot of match, and several people are saying it has to do with price action or what's called Bitcoin or cryptocurrency information. And looking at it right now, you can look at the pattern we have right now. It looks like the pattern Bitcoin has actually been following, and this image is correlative to what we have here. This if you look at the basis of the images, looking at the price action and the volumetric consolidation in the market right now, it actually indicates that there has been a lot of consolidation. And if you look at what Glassnode has been talking about in Bitcoin, a lot of whales have been buying. We even have a lot of fund move to a lot of fund. If you look at what is happening right now, a lot of whales are actually moving funds to exchanges. And when I think I made a video last month, like whenever I start seeing fund moving on exchanges, That is the signal for a potential dip, a potential dump. And that dump is, I feel, is what was going to happen here, taking Bitcoin from around the 30K region to around the 20 or 20K or even below the 20K before we actually start having a rebound to the upside. So we have the 60K, we have the 30, probably below 30, we have the 80K region right now. So that is my, and looking at the whole thing and looking at the kind of person Elon Musk is, you would actually say the image is actually depicting what we have here. So I'm expecting something like this to play out. Just speculation. I won't advise you to go and make a financial decision based on this, because I am not your financial advisor. Note that I'm not. I'm just an analyst, a cryptocurrency analyst, and several other things I do. Okay, so that about that. And like I said, we have a lot of ways that have been accumulating right now. We have a lot of discouragement and panic. And if you look at the fear and greed index, it actually indicates the same thing. And a lot of, like I said, when like I always say, when everybody is greedy, that is when you should be fearful. That is when you should cash out. And when a lot of people are being fearful, that is the best time to buy. I think following what's this guy, this prominent millionaire, I'm forgetting his name. I don't want to think about it right now. So going back to what I'm talking about, we are talking about Glassnode right now. I think I once told you guys to follow Glassnode and be able to get some updates about, be able to get fundamental information and on-chain analysis information on the crypto markets and several other markets like that. You follow Glassnode. Looking at, like I said, about, I think I made a video about Ethereum that I actually explained the downtrend on Ethereum. That was at the beginning of the month. If you on my Telegram channel, you should remember this. And look at what we have on Ethereum right now. The supply of Ethereum actually is actually going to the peak for the last 23 months. You can see it's actually at the peak right now, looking at the price of the supply of Ethereum. And if you know what when we talk about supply and demand, when the demand is high, when demand is low and supply is high, price will definitely go down. And looking at that effect on the price action, going back to the price action, let's look at Ethereum. Okay. Looking at Ethereum, like I said, I feel Ethereum is actually going to come down, which is actually I think this was the indication I did. I saw this. Yeah, it's there. It's still there, right? I think I did that last month. It's still there. Yeah. So after having this doji, this is the same indication. This is the same evening star we had on Bitcoin. Something related to this is what we have on Bitcoin in April, and we're having the same thing on Ethereum in May. And that is one of the reasons why I said Ethereum is actually tending to go down. So if you actually short Ethereum, I think I made this call when the Ethereum was around, it was still green then, yeah, it's around the 28K region. So if you short Ethereum from 28K to what we have right now, you actually will have been in massive profit if you actually follow that signal. That's a very short signal I give to you guys then. And looking at the RSI on Ethereum actually overbought right now. Fully overbought, like it's majorly overbought, and though it's still bullish, like I said, as long as we're actually above the around the 50 region, we're still bullish. So I expect Ethereum actually to come down, to consolidate a little bit actually before we start having a major uptrend, probably to test around the 5K or the 6K or probably 10K region right now on Ethereum. Possibly of a 10K region on Ethereum. That is me. I don't just say things or make projection based on my own feelings. I make them based on fundamental information, based on technical analysis, and based on information I have in the market. Actually based on the data shown on the market, and that's why I'm actually making this projection. So I expect Ethereum, like I said, is going to come down. It's been coming down. I still expect it to come down more, probably to test the 1,900 region or close to around the 1,200 region. This region actually, I expect they're trying to test the region, but actually rebounding back upward. Okay, so my expectation for Ethereum is actually probably we actually have a downtrend to this region, then consolidate it to then forward now start having a major uptrend again on Ethereum. That is my own expectation on Ethereum. It might be different, okay? And that is just my own speculation. So that's going to be that about my analysis today. And I hope you find value in this session. If you do, please like it and share it and connect your friend to the channel, and also follow on Telegram channel. And I'm actually hoping we actually can hit up to 1,000 subscribers between this month and next month. I hope we can do that, and I would really appreciate if the community can do that for us. Okay, and it's all about preaching the gospel. Like, if you find value in the session, like it and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be able to get alert whenever I post new videos or whenever I get to go live. Okay, And thank you all for joining. I hope you have an amazing night. And sorry, I need to ask, do you have any question? That's very important. Do you have any question? Okay, do you have any question for those that have been following up? Do you have any question? Let me know if you have any question so that I can actually attend to that. Any question? And if you don't get to ask your question right now, you can drop it in the comment section, or I'm going to respond to them. Or you can also follow up on, just search. I'm going to drop the link to our Telegram channel in the description part, and you can also get to join on Telegram and ask a question. Okay. So if you have any question, just drop it on Telegram. I'm going to respond to them, or you can hit me up on WhatsApp. And if you want to join our premium group, my Signal group, and futures trading group, don't forget to, you can also hit me up on Telegram, and you're going to get access to the Google form where you can actually fill out. You're going to get direct unfiltered access to our payment mentorship. And almost everybody not everybody, I won't say everybody, almost everybody, because you need to be active. For those that have been active, they've been benefiting from it. So if you're active, I expect you to actually find value in them, and you actually have a good testimony so far, because I've been getting good testimony so far. Even in the bear market, we've been making money. That's the way it goes for those that trade futures. Understanding the technicals and how to analyze the market, that matters a lot. So thank you all for joining, and do have an amazing day.